Hello Taurus, welcome to your reading. I hope you're doing well today. We are looking at a specific situation going on in your life right now. It'll resonate a little bit differently for everyone, so just take it as it resonates. We're going to be looking about how another person involved is feeling, why they're feeling this way, the action they're likely to take based on these feelings, and what they hope to accomplish by this action. Then we're going to look at how you're feeling, the action you're likely to take, and the future of this situation, hopefully to get you a little bit of clarity, maybe a new perspective, something to help you deal with this in your highest good. Okay? Just a little bit more shuffling. And we're good. So let's cut your deck, Taurus. Ooh. Interesting. The middle of the deck here for you is the Tower. This is the driving force to the bottom of the deck, which is the Chariot. So something has recently happened or will be happening that is going to really shake the foundation in your life. It could be a new belief. It could just be a whole crumbling of something, right? That is going to really push things forward in a new direction. You might even have to choose which direction that is going to be. But there's something here I think you're going to have to follow your gut on, for one thing. But let's dive into the cards. Let's see what's going on here, shall we? This is how your person is feeling. There are Seven of Cups. There is some sort of confusion going on here. I feel like they might be overwhelmed with the number of options currently available. They might even not know kind of like what's happened, what's going on, you know? Especially with that Tower involved, it could just be like, wait, what? You know? It's kind of the feeling I'm getting there. Why they're feeling this way is the Empress, and I think it's a little weird, but I'm almost feeling more like a sense of just bewilderment coming from this card. And I know that's not what the Empress typically means, but it's more like, so you're saying there's enough, you know what I mean? It's almost also kind of feeling like, so you mean I am worthy of this? You know, it's kind of like, I feel like someone, it could be you, is showing them some kind of generosity and they're not really sure how to take that. Let's clarify the Empress card, please. Yeah, I think someone is showing them some sort of generosity and they're not, I don't think they're used to that. It could be in regards to work, because these are Pentacles coming out here. Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Like a lot of hard work has been happening. Maybe they've gotten promoted. Maybe they've gotten a raise. Yeah, I'm willing to believe that it's a raise for some of you. Whereas with this Five of Pentacles coming out, I feel like it's a real change in situation here. Again, that Tower card energy is really pulling through. We've got that Seven of Cups has come out and the Strength card. So again, it's kind of like, are you sure? Am I really, do I actually deserve this? I just, like, what do I do with this? So I don't even know, maybe it's come as a result of a business idea that they've had. Maybe it's come through as like an inheritance for some of them. That's not going to resonate for everyone. I just feel like it's kind of they've come into some money somehow and they're not really sure how to deal with that. The action that they're going to take towards you based on these feelings is the Wheel. So this even could be your generosity here, especially if they're taking like the Wheel as an action. It almost feels as though a pay it forward kind of energy, especially coming here next to the Empress card. and the actions will have been based on those feelings, right? So I feel like while they're a little bewildered, and they could even be thinking up and dreaming up new ways to deal with this newfound luck, because again, it's going to resonate for some, not all, as money, but some sort of wild change has happened, and it's really spurring forward something new. And they are going to help facilitate this turning of the wheel, you know? And it's almost like they want to pass along some of their good fortune, you know? They want to pay it forward, which I kind of like. So what they hope to accomplish by this action is Knight of Cups. And the first thing that came to mind here was a gesture of goodwill, but I feel like it's more than that. And again, this is going to depend on the situation, but I mean, Knight of Cups, it's emotional, you know? For some of you, this could be like, hey, do you want to go out for like a really nice supper? You know what I mean? It's some kind of offer. Let's clarify that Knight of Cups. And it's something that comes from the heart. Now, I'm not going to say that this is a romantic situation, but it could be. It kind of depends on who this person is to you, you know? I've had a few cards come out, but I do want like one more. Okay, got a few more. Bottom of the deck is Queen of Inspiration, Queen of Wands. So for some of you, it could just be like this person, you know, is maybe attracted to you. They find you charming and everything, and they want... King of Wands has come out. And I think want to show that they're now on your level, which it's kind of weird. I think for some of you, if it isn't romantic, it could just be like friendship, or it could just be someone trying to buy your respect and your admiration, you know, because I feel like this is a person who maybe has been snubbed a lot in the past, not necessarily by you, but they very well could have been. So I think it's something that really affects the way that they see themselves, you know. It affects their emotions and how they deal with people. I get the feeling that whatever has changed in their life, whatever luck has turned for them, is really releasing them from something. The Devil here did come out in reverse, so it feels like they are releasing some, like setting themselves free almost. And it could even just be something as simple as a way of thinking. The Tower card did come out here again, so I feel like not only has whatever is gone on really shaken up their life and given a wicked change to them, when they come in with this offer, I think it's going to throw you for a little bit of a loop too, and you're kind of going to see that they're holding themselves a little bit higher. Knight of Wands, King of Wands, I don't know if you're actually going to see them as an equal, but I do feel that you might see a raise in status in them, a raise in respect almost. It's a really weird way of putting things almost, but I do feel like this person wants to be seen as an equal. So again, it does feel like they're going to present themselves as a King of Wands, but I think deep down they still have a little bit of work to do. I think they're still going to come across as more of a Knight of Wands energy, still like passionate and probably a little bubbly and like a lot of energy, but I think for some of you it might come off a little bit as arrogance. But whatever this is, they're shooting their shot. And again, it doesn't have to be romantically, but it's getting a little bit stronger the further I go into this. It's kind of weird. So I don't know if this is like a friend who wants to upgrade their relationship. If that's kind of how they see it. Romantically, changing a relationship is not always an upgrade. Most of us can probably agree on that. It really just depends on how both of you are feeling. So in that vein, how you're feeling here is the Death card, death and rebirth. You recognize that there is a really massive change going on here. You know it's an ending of some sort. I think you do have a little bit of hope that it's going to not end fully, but still, you know, phoenix from the ashes type of thing. Let us clarify with this. Okay, I want more than that. The High Priestess just came out. Yeah. I think bottom of the deck here is Temperance card. You recognize that a big change has come. I don't see you, like, this is needing to make a decision. In the reverse, Two of Wands is having made a decision. I think it's based on a gut feeling, and I think basically that decision is going to be, okay, let's see. You know, show me, can you walk the talk? You know, can you back this up? I think you want to know that there is substance in these offers. So that's kind of what you're looking for. I get the feeling you're looking for something genuine coming out of this person. I don't know if they've given you a reason to believe that there isn't anything. Just one more. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say yes. Seven of Swords came out. It did come out like this, so I feel like you're on the fence. It's kind of a block you have. I don't know if in general there's something about this person that you don't really trust, or if it's just people in general that you don't trust based on past experiences. But I mean, it's still coming. And again, there's that sense of which direction are you going to go, you know? Which horse are you going to choose, you know? The Chariot came out at the bottom of the deck there in that one. Let's keep going. Give me a few more. Yeah. I get the feeling this is more like past experience has led you to not really be super trustworthy. Eight of Cups and Five of Swords. There's possibly something you walked away from, something that has really stuck in your head, something you haven't quite been able to get past. I'm just following the bottom of the deck here. I have to say, Knight of Cups has come out again. The moon is underneath that, so I feel like this person coming towards you is really popping up like, oh shit moment, you know? Like, the moon is often irrational fears, but it is also the depths of your emotions. It's also intuition. So I feel like deep down you have a feeling of this person, okay? Whatever that gut feeling is, and again, this is going to be different from all of you, but you also recognize that something in this has changed, and it's something better. You know, this wheel is upright. Things are coming about favorably. And again, we have this Temperance card. Underneath that, we have the Lovers. So there is some sort of mental block, I think, for you in this feeling, where I almost feel like you're worried that with this person, this sudden shift in their luck is going to end something with you. So again, I don't know if this is friend, I don't know if this is family, I don't know. I don't know. But all I can see here is that this person really wants to pay it forward. They're going to come forward to you with an offer. Okay? They're going to... I don't think they're going to lay it on thick, but I do think they might come across as a little cocky. You know? But I think it's just because they're starting to feel better about themselves. They've got the Empress and the Strength card here. There is a strong sense of self-worth coming now that they know that they have so many options, you know? And I think that you see this happening, you're like, well, shit, there goes that friendship, there goes that family member, you know? So them coming towards you is really going to throw you for a loop. So what action you're going to take here is the Two of Swords. You're going to have to choose, but I don't think you know what to choose. I think this is going to put you in a spin of confusion. You're going to attempt to really follow your intuition because, again, you got the High Priestess in here. You got the Moon. I don't really know if you know what to make of it, though. You know what I mean? Sometimes we take things and we hear our intuition, but we're not listening to what it's saying. We kind of twist it out of fear or out of hope, you know? And that kind of feels to me like what's going on here with you a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna be a little mean here. I'm gonna hold on to this this future here. We're gonna clarify this Two of Swords. I wanted to see, and it makes, yeah. I do like this. Ace of Swords, Page of Pentacles. I think there is going to be a conversation here. Ace of Swords is also a card of victory. I think you're going to be happy with whatever decision you ultimately make. The Star card is at the bottom of the deck. I think you're going to follow your heart. I think you're going to follow your hopes, you know? I think you probably will accept this offer, albeit maybe tentatively. Just like, okay, maybe you came on a little strong, you got to pull it back a little bit. You know what I mean? But the future here is the Fool. Like, the Fool card, you guys. It's new. It's starting to rebuild. You know, this Tower happened. It came in strong. It shook their life, and it's shaken yours. Just because you happen to be in their sphere. You know, I feel like something has happened where they really see themselves in a better light, and they're gonna shoot their shot, however that may manifest. Ultimately, I like it. Moonology cards here we have for you. Have faith in your dreams. I think that's just follow your gut. Listen to the message that are coming through, whether it be in the waking world or in the dream world. But it also feels like keeping a hold of that hope that you have in here. Like knowing that change is occurring, something is ending, but still hoping that something new and beautiful is going to blossom from it. And here we have a new romantic cycle begins. So for those of you where this is resonating in more of a love aspect, like I said, this person is going to shoot their shot with you. Trying to get you a spirit animal oracle here before I close this out. The deck is not quite cooperating. For Taurus, please, in this situation. Yeah, I like this. Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. And I kind of see the humor in it too, because I do feel like when this person comes towards you, they make this offer, whatever, you might have a little bit of a deer in headlights look. You know, just like excuse me, what? Just a little bit stunned, you know. But I feel like with bring a gentle touch, it means don't overthink this too hard. Don't be hard on you. Don't be hard on them. Just kind of take a deep breath and follow your gut. You know, it is speaking to you. I see that very clearly. You just have to listen to what it's telling you and act accordingly. So, I mean, overall here, Taurus, I honestly really like this. I know it's probably going to come through as a little bit scary, a little bit like, but that doesn't know. There's a massive change coming in here. And I do like it. I love the way it's going. I love seeing the Wheel of Fortune come out. And I am so looking forward to this for you. So if this resonated, and I really hope it did, drop a like, drop a comment, drop a subscription if you don't mind. Let me know how this went, how this is going. I love hearing the stories. But yeah, any of those like, comment, subscribe, they do help me know that I have tapped into your energies, which for me is very important as a tarot reader, because I do strive to give the most accurate message that I possibly can. Okay, so take care of yourselves. Best of luck. Enjoy this, and I will see you in the next one.